Yeah, so
The
that's
global capital of money.
Ibrahim Muhammad there, and also the foreign affairs minister. But interestingly, this is also some, conversations stirring up with some questioning the, engagements with the Blackstars and, this tweet from Sam Atamensa. And, it's
Ah, you don't know
generated
him?
some, of course I know him.
The way he said something.
Yeah, and he said, I quote, Black Stars, and he adds 2 exclamation mark. And he said, enough of the visits by politicians and state officials to your camp.
Yep.
In fact, let's suspend all these high-profile visits and let them focus 200%. Everybody wants to go and address the players.
When was this tweet?
Yeah, boy.
When was this tweet?
This I think was yesterday.
Mine was 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I said this 2 weeks ago. In fact, I said it on the day the great Otunfo and then the great vice presidents were going. Even me, I said to vice president to Otunfo.
Yeah,
it's a fact. And mine was even mine was already when I vexed say was match day the day before the match, the day before the
match day, man.
The Panama game.
Yeah,
I thought that day the boys should be locked in. They should be locked in. Like everybody, if it's your wife that you talk to or your AE, you talk to them. All the people you want to talk to, you chat with them. But not visits and distraction. That thing we have to stop. Even Donald Trump hasn't gone to the US camp in his own country.
The only time he spoke to them was when he spoke to the coach.
Yes, on phone.
On phone.
On
That's
phone.
it.
But somebody also responded to that, saying, I think this was from one Elikem, and he said, and he questioned, so that small talk at lunchtime now hurts players, he asks, or were training sessions cancelled for 20 minutes of motivation and the promise of better allowances affecting their performance? Has any player complained?
Don't finish. Don't
no,
finish
I'm
that.
coming. No, let me finish. Has any player complained that it's affecting their preparations? If indeed it's affecting players, kindly show us how, with evidence, not insinuations, because the results so far say otherwise. And he tagged you in that, official Sicho.
He tagged me in that one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I'm the first to have raised this matter, and I've been with the team. Yeah. I was with the team in the last World Cup. I was there when the president Akufo-Addo was going to come. Somehow he delayed his arrival, where disrupted the whole day's plan. And on the day that he came was again the day before the game that Ghana were going to play against Portugal. So the time the boys were even had to go and do a couple of things, had to go and do their tactical, setup and everything. That had to be delayed. I'm saying you can see the pictures and the videos that all the boys have gathered, the team and the coaches are there, but it doesn't always tell the true story. Do you think that it didn't disrupt anything? When the team woke up 2 days ago, 3 days ago, was this part of the plan? Because there's an itinerary shared every single morning to them, sometimes in the whole week. So that disrupts. My point is,
sometimes it comes a day before.
Why should we go and why should we have to go there in person to make the promises? Tell the management team, they'll communicate it to them. Why do you have to go and say it with your face? What does it change? Whatever you went there to do, it could have been communicated to the people. If it's about promises, as for promise, you can even tweet it. If I tweet that if the Blackstars get to the last 16, I get some $1 million for something that I will give them. I don't have to go there to tell them. I'll just tweet and tag the GFA, and I'll talk to the GFA people that will do it.
Do you remember?
So leave the boys. Keep them in the bubble. That's why when Germany came to Qatar, Germany went to live outskirts of Doha. Match day -1. They didn't sleep in their FIFA base. They went to rent their own place, which was uncompleted. They got money to complete the place, slept there. Match day -1, they came to the FIFA base because match day -1, you belong to FIFA.
Yeah.
What FIFA says you should do is what you do. Come to press conference, you come. 15 minutes open training to them, you do. Media engagement, you do. Every other time, apart from that, you don't belong to FIFA. You're on your own. You can do what you want. That is what they did. Watch all the other countries. The best practice is what we have to practice from. We've not seen Argentina's president or vice president go to camp. We've not seen their dignitaries come to camp. We've not seen the prince coming to the English camp. We've not seen. So I'm saying that there is a way to bubble these players. Whatever communication you have, you can let them still know. It will motivate them. It's not your face that will motivate them. It's not your voice that will motivate them. It is the money you say you want to give them. The person who can motivate them now, is not the president. It is not the ministers. It is the coach. If the coach is not capable of motivating them, sack him. It's not even Keto Kreku. Right now, they belong to the coach. Allow them to be in the bubble. And then let them focus on their assignment. If Danny K and Cook come to the camp, you can sack them. But the players, give them the bubble. Let them be. Danny K is only motivation.
But wait,
if it's obviously Danny K, say if Jordan see Danny K, go be motivated.
Oh yeah.
But you see, also,
I was just going to ask
what we need to interrogate is the import of these visits to the team. Who benefits more? who gains more value from this? As far as I'm concerned, all of these people going there are doing it either for political capital or for their image enhancements. And that does not in any way benefit the team.
No, but what image enhancement is the like of
Yeah, that's
maybe
what-
Ibrahim Muhammad
I'm
looking
saying,
for, or Okutuda Blakwa looking
Zach,
for by interacting
the,
with the Black Stars.
the value of being
Osman, you shocked
attached
me, oh.
to the national team,
No. For
you
a
cannot
personality-
understate
No,
it.
but I understand you.
So
No,
let me
sorry.
I can appreciate you're
But-
playing the role of a devil's
No,
advocate.
it's not
I
a
can get that.
devil's- No,
No, but that's a
No,
genuine
but
question.
it's a fun-
At the level of
fundamental.
Ibrahim Mahama, what doesn't need anything from the Black Stars to increase his popularity.
exactly.
I think that's what he's saying.
Yes.
The foreign affairs minister is big already.
Charlie-
He doesn't need the Black Stars, to be
Exactly.
honest.
To be fair,
And to be honest, they don't also have to be there to show that
that's
it's in some way.
equally fair.
Can I respond to that?
Yeah.
Our society, when we are assessing or when we are doing the analysis of who helped for this team to attain what, the public discernment of this or the public deductions is that, oh, this person also went to support them. This person also went to help them. This person sent a goodwill message. The way Ghanaians think, we look at those things as significant contributions to the team. That is the reason when the politician picks up their passports, they want to cash in there and also gain from that political value. That they need to be seen around the team. They need to be seen to be, quote and unquote, motivating them in the name of, or speaking in the name of motivating the players. Otherwise, unless, of course, a psychologist or the GFA has sat down and come to the conclusion that, oh, the players say they feel abandoned. They want their leaders to come and visit them. Unless that has been explicitly established by the FA, and so they are inviting some of these people into the camp, I think these things can be done in a very different way.
But let's also
I was on the show with David Akam today,
Right.
and he said when he was in the Black Stars, yes, some of these things happen, and the players get excited about the money bits because, let's face it, all of us are drawn to money. Who doesn't like more money? I mean, when Ibrahim Mahama said, I'm going to reward you for what you have done, and this one too, there will be more, you saw the reaction. So they love the money bits. But what he also said,
Jordan even thanked him for the
yes,
bonus.
but what he also said was that some of it comes behind the scenes. The person just communicates to the team leaders speak to the players, and after the matches, the team captain, during his time, this is what he said, the team captain gets the money, comes and shares it. The person does not even show face.
And it's,
At
that
least
is, that
in-
is quite popular, especially with the Nigerian team. I remember during the AFCON,
Yeah.
when they reached the semi-final,
Exactly what I was going to
a
say.
lot of the Nigerian millionaires were promising
Made
the team without being
that
there.
promise.
And it's not like social media. It was genuine promises to the team that would
Some
do this.
also
if
do
it
it on
was-
social media.
So if you
I'm not
want,
saying- I'm saying it's not like, it wasn't a social media
Thing.
noise.
Yeah.
No, it's genuine.
genuine.
Uh-huh.
If you won't take my word, this is David Akam, who has been in the Black Stars and says, at a certain level, they welcome maybe one person coming in there. And he says, sometimes if it's the president, they love to hear from the president. But where we have seen about 5 different visits in the last 12 days or so, it begins to upset the players.
much, yeah.
They don't always want that. If one person, say, if the president, they respect his authority, or if it's the one minister coming to speak on behalf of government at that time, fine. After that, they go on to their activities. But where almost every 2 or 3 days, there is this batch of politicians coming in.
That also goes to show that we didn't necessarily send the team off war. But the reason why I don't want to broaden that is because this is almost every tournament, right?
Yeah.
But in this tournament, for instance, if
There
the
was
team
no
is leaving and they go to the Flagstaff house, and all the ministers, if they like, they can come and gather there and they can give their
Give you a
10-hour
speech.
speech. When the team goes for the assignments, they are at war. They are at assignments. It's not assignment that's at war that you break your war positions and come and assemble for somebody's coming. No, it's not. You don't need. Yesterday was an off day, I think.
Yeah.
So I'm imagining maybe that's what allowed the meeting from yesterday. But even that, if the players have been so zoned in, 2 trainings every single day, match day, 2 training sessions, match
off
day.
day is for them.
The off day is for them. They don't have to assemble to listen to anybody.
But we understand this was at the point they were having lunch.
No.
So they were having lunch.
So
and
Musbah,
after lunch,
Musbah,
Lunch.
they said,
Musbah.
20 minutes.
Lunch.
No,
Yeah, man.
so just a moment.
Yeah, man, chief in Becca.
No,
Okay,
just a
Ibrahim
moment.
Mahama went in capacity as
Wait.
Ibrahim Mahama.
As in addressing the players.
As a Ghanaian.
Yeah, as a Ghanaian.
As a Ghanaian.
Yeah, rich man.
So RNAQ can go there.
Hey, you can buy no go.
Shatawale
I'm saying no. If we open that floodgate, if Ibrahim Mahama didn't go there as a government official, which he isn't, as a Ghanaian, patriotic Ghanaian who loves his team, who wants to help. When the RNAQ too, he's there. His private jet is waiting for him. That's not under pressure. He can go and also go and say me too.
Yeah, if you go donate,
then senior Sir Kwame and his brother, and then
they are all there actually.
Executive. Oh, say that. Okay, because we are playing
because they are there.
Part 1 will go today. Part 2 will go tomorrow. You go tell me say
no, but Ibrahim Mahama, he give $5 million.
It doesn't matter.
Before they went.
It doesn't matter.
So that one they give him.
He didn't give to the team.
We thank him.
He
gave to the state to help support.
That one was for the fans who went. Just go and meet the fans.
No, for the Blackstars.
It was for the
fans.
For the full Blackstars.
No. It was for the fans.
So the fans who went.
You should meet the fans.
Yeah, but the Blackstars is the central team.
Oh, his money was for the fans.
So for him, the tickets in there, he check like he gets the
but it's the fans. It's the fans.
Stoneboy do music for the boys.
Kofi
Kanata do music.
They should go and greet the players.
The people don't do things to give the Blackstars or all the CEOs of the individual companies who also sponsored.
Donated.
Would they also say that?
In fact, I personally covered about 57 million cedis that the finance minister received. I personally covered it.
Yeah, you were there.
Yeah, so most of those people who brought the money make them go visit the team.
See, so for managers, you have to manage that thing.
Yeah. Best practice is what.
Some of them will call them on FaceTime.
On Zoom.
No, you see, on a serious note, you know why these things are happening? It's because within the camp, people are excited. There's a certain level of joy. You know, when you win, you are very relaxed. You are very okay.
Yeah.
If the team had lost the opening game,
Chairman,
I'm telling you, the mood and the way they would have opened up to the general public and even to these politicians visiting them would have been completely different. I am saying that the consistent visits of people to the team is a distraction many people will never put on record, but they are not happy.
Oh, but we talk to them all the time. Some of them are texting us.
They are not happy. In fact, just a few days ago, someone was telling me, why is the Blackstars camp as if it's a party ground?
Yeah, Benjamin Asari needs focus, please.
Charlie.
Why? And I'm referring to people who have been in the team, who have led this team, who knows what it means to focus on a major assignment. But they cannot voice out. They cannot go and tell you, Casino, Charlie, these people, the way they come, they distract the boys. Don't make them come. They can't say it. Because they're all part of a group. If the group says let them come, they should come. They will go to the coach. They will always tell you, they'll go to the coach, the coach allowed them to come. Because the coach owns the camp.
Yeah.
But let me ask you this. If the players are going to do their tactical briefings, it's never in camera. If some of these dignitaries want to even go and meet the team, and the real purpose is to motivate the team.
You don't need camera.
Me, where are they Ghana, where are they Joy FM 150? I don't need to see it. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you go behind doors, the foreign minister is the Ibrahim Mahama, businessman, philanthropist. He wants to promise. The same way when you are doing your tactical briefings, we don't get a sniff of it. Why can't they also meet them coded? Why does it have to be a fanfare in the public? I
mean, to be fair though, for me personally, and even as a media person, I like it that they record it because you said I got content for.
No,
news.
for record.
But for them, from their perspective, they don't care about. No, they shouldn't care about you.
No,
if they open up, you do your job.
Yeah,
I'm saying
and
if they open up, you do your job.
You are a
If they
content
open up,
person.
you do your job.
Brahim Ahmad promises bonus. It's
In
content.
fact,
Charlie, go and see the number.
I'm glad you mentioned this part here.
For social.
I'm glad you mentioned this part here because
You monetizing it, bro.
Bazak, we are also taking advantage of the disorderliness around this thing. Because when the Blackstars camp is sort of the free access in the manner that we've seen it, journalists get there, we scavenge for information, talk to people, sometimes fraternize with the players and all of that. Me, I always say that I would rather there is a timetable for the media. You give us access to the officials or the players who we can interview on their days of specific minutes for each player so that you control the traffic around the team.
Yeah.
around this, you see, sometimes a lot of the journalists are reluctant to talk about the mood around the camp because they are also there themselves. You are also there talking to Aminu. You are there talking to. You've seen the pictures with the players. I cannot condemn Okujetos and leave ours. That is why I would prefer what Sicho suggested. Do the send-off here. By the moment they get there, it is strictly business. Journalists only get access to the team on their designated media days.
Yeah.
With designated players who have been made available.
Any other day, you're out of the place.
If you want any other information, it is through your relationship with Aminu Shadow or with Keto Kroku. You call the person, you talk on phone. You don't need to show up there physically. If the person invites you, that is they inviting you. Do you get the point I'm making? So
You remember the last World Cup?
because
what we
I know that
experienced
there will be people listening who will say that about your colleagues where they also post the pictures. They and their content creators.
If you
which
open
is
up, you will be there.
yes, which is true. But as I said, we are also scavenging and profiting from the disorderliness.
But if you listen to even what Fent narrated the last time, where the team is based is not close to the public. It's a hotel, and the
It doesn't-
hotel,
No,
and
it
the
doesn't
hotel-
need to.
Yeah, that's
Zach,
the point. So
people
the hotel
love their national team.
No, the point I'm making is this: that the hotel is open to the public. So the fact that the Ghana national team is there does not prevent anybody from coming.
No,
there.
it is where you are.
So when they come there, and maybe they are their lounge area, just the reception area, and the Blackstars are passing by, they can record them.
I agree with what
That
you
one there,
said.
you
I
can't do
100% agree with what, and I don't know why it's been like that for us. Because I remember when the Three Lions came to Qatar, the place that they were was exclusive to them. It also suggests that maybe they had booked the entire place for the whole tournament. And aside what FIFA had paid, they would have invested money in making the entire place theirs.
Yes.
And when we went to Qatar, it was an open hotel. People could come to the lounge and have their coffee. We saw people coming in. So and so if a journalist walks in as one of the other people who's just coming to the hotel, it's difficult to stop them. So I agree. So the nature of our stay there and our arrangement there could also get the place to be very open. And that's the point. If the place is far from town, if a journalist goes there in the morning, the person is leaving there at night.
Yeah.
Because what's the incentive of going there in the morning, coming back? So you go and just come there, stay there.
Yeah, I
throughout.
think Daniel has joined us, right? Is he still?
No,
there?
he's been there, and in
Okay,
fact,
Danny's still there.
yeah.
Oh, let me hear you,
Yo,
bro.
Danny, let's hear from Danny. Danny K. He's okay. He's gone.
It's gone. Charlie, let's talk about the game. Forget it.
no,
This is our extra.
and just a quick one. You recorded the last World Cup. You had a whole setup in the team hotel
Yes, yes.
for media
Yeah.
media activities and all that. However, the FA still had control of determining who gets in and who doesn't get in. Personally, I was told not to enter.
They say you go leak formation, which was false, but that was the tag.
I was told not to enter. Right? The moment I got to the team hotel, security man said, you will not enter. I asked why. Oh, Bright Kankambo, Edu, Ayala and Co. all came to enter. They said me, I'm not going to enter. So I shock. I chuck back small. I look Prosper in eye. Because I had clear suspicion that he was the one who did it. Because he and I had spoken, he had given me some tickets to go and give to some people to watch the game. So I was shocked. He and I came, he passed there, he go whisper something where they don't allow me make her enter. What I actually want to say is that the FA can actually control the traffic that gets to the team, even if the hotel is open to the general public. Right? The players are under the management of the coach. You can be up there in your hotel, come down to see whoever you want to see, and go back to your hotel. If the coach says that between 2 and 3 p.m., I want all players to be in your hotel rooms, focus. If I get there in 2, 3 p.m., I shouldn't be allowed to go and call Joron or you or Baurama or whoever to come down and meet me. The FA can still control that, in as much as the hotel is open to the general public.
Yeah.
It is their team, it's their players. So how come every single Tom, Dick, and Harry is able to get access to all the players we want or all the officials we want when we know very well that they are there for an assignment and they should focus?
Yeah, but the difficulty with that Muftal is in a hotel setting, if the players at times are not allowed to move about freely to use the amenities at the stadium, it can be very, very
Restrictive?
it can be restrictive. It can be boring. You know, they can actually lose focus. So they need things to just relax. So sometimes some of them will come and sit at the lobby. just looking at.
I sat down with the lobby
interacting
with
with
plenty
people.
of them and all that.
Sometimes some just want to just walk around, so they need a host. Some of them want to go and sit at the pool side. If there's paddle or tennis, some of them want to go and play it. There is that. But if the whole lobby is filled with media men and fans, and they have to stay in their room throughout, it's tough. It can be very tough. So it be some way. We are Ghana, but it be some way.
Danny K is back.
All right, Danny K is back. Let's touch base with him now. Daniel. Hello, Daniel. Guys, can you check on the Daniel sound for me? I cannot hear him.
Yo.
Okay, great. Danny.
He said, what's up?
He's in Philly, bro.
Danny, where are you?
But you know why you asking me that question, man? I'm in Philly. Straight up.
I wanted to hear you say it.
Yeah, but you know, brother. Don't you know, man? You know why you asking me that question, man? Straight up.
Danny,
I'm in Philly.
Danny,
Charlie, they look like some hip hop rapper. Charlie,
West side, you got straight up, man.
Straight up, bro. Straight up. Straight up, my G, yo. My G.
Yo, my brother, how you doing? Straight up.
Yeah, we do it, bro.
Have you met Chris Brown yet?
Of course, but we had dinner last night. Didn't you see the pictures? Come on, man. You know the answer to the question, but you keep asking me, man. Straight
Charlie,
up.
but the guy, he didn't look like 50 Cent safe. The way they talk, you know the opening. He says 50 Cent they talk.
Philly is McNeil's home, right?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
He's
Charlie,
like,
have you
50 Cent the speaker. You know the opening jaw, no?
Yeah.
That be how decade they speak now. You know the opening jaw, Charlie.
you know what's funny? If he had eaten maybe burger or something, I would say yeah. But chairman go take what do you call it? That earthenware, no earthenware money. If anything,
Asanka.
Asanka, go pack for food and this. You don't see the videos.
I don't see the video yet.
Oh, Marara. Then go some chop baby like that for US there. Everybody take some small plates, but chairman go tease
Asanka.
Now, for you do a boom.
Daniel, Charlie, we've seen the video. We've seen the video. We've seen the video. Marara.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. I don't know.
Oh, God.
Charlie, how is it going? You're on your way to the press conference or the training ground?
Yeah, we're on our way to the training ground. And the press conference will happen a couple of minutes later after the training session. So, yeah, we're on the road now. We're on the road, straight up. Fence is here, you know. Fence is here.
Yeah, birthday ball. Birthday ball.
So to say hi to the people in the motherland, straight up.
Straight up.
Jata is first. Jata is first.
It's a whole team. It's a whole team.
Play around, man.
Yeah.
But Fenty the chopping birthday. Oh.
Yeah. Today's Fenty
So he should
birthday,
be providing lunch.
you know.
Yeah, today's Fence birthday, straight up. He's 42. He's 42 today.
Charlie, they measure your age.
Is Fenty the one driving?
Yeah, he has a legal United States of America driver's license. You know how we do. I didn't know Fence is a citizen. Fence is a citizen, so straight up.
So he's the one providing the lunch, right?
Lunch, what are you talking about, man? That don't happen on this side. What you talking about, man? What's lunch?
Oh, sorry. I apologize that you are in a different time zone. I apologize. It's 2 p.m. here.
Oh, man.
Anyway, Danny, any update from the team though?
Any update for this? I said I'm going to the training session. You're asking me any update for this?
Yeah, I mean, but before the
But you were
training
with the team
session-
yesterday, so from the camp, like, bro, come on. We know you're in the state, but come on now.
So this is what I like in Philly. The team is in Philly. That's the update. The team is in Philly. We are going to the University of Pennsylvania for the training session. You know Pennsylvania. Hey, Achu. You know the University of Pennsylvania? Yeah. That's where we are going for the training session. So, then after that, obviously the press conference. So we hear what Carlos Queiroz has to say ahead of the game. But we are pumped. The players are pumped. The team is pumped. You know we are part of the team, so we are pumped. Hopefully we can get the job done tomorrow, and then sail through to the round of 32. because it's beginning to look some way because quite a number of teams have 4 points. So we still have a job to do tomorrow. So hopefully that will be done, and then we'll celebrate reaching a round of 32 straight up.
Yeah, straight up, Danny. Because you're on the road, so your sound is not very clear. We're really straining to hear you. So we'll just let the.
It's not my sound. It's your internet. It's your internet. This is 5G internet. T-Mobile 5G internet. Which now all you say your sound is training. It is your internet.
Yo, thank you. It's okay. Why? It's okay.
You're welcome. Baby, straight up. We all say, yeah, you are west side, south side, straight up. Say, oh my God, man. Oh, man. God damn, man.
All right, and
Tell me to all you guys.
yo, cheers to you too, Daniel. But guys, let's talk about the game against Croatia and the approach, because we're just looking at the dynamics there, especially relative to Thomas Partey availability and otherwise, and also in terms of the path. I've heard some people even come up with the idea that, well, we need to be smart about it. And I'm wondering what that actually means, to be smart about what. Go and draw, go and lose. What will that do for us at all? But in terms of performance and how we should approach the game against Croatia, Sichu, let me start with you. How should we do this?
It's nobody knows. Okay, there's how we should do it and how we will do it. Nobody knows how we do it. I think Carlos Queiroz is a manager who's got a game plan for every opponent. He doesn't have a style necessarily and it's smart because he hasn't been with the team for a very long time. He just took over the job a couple of weeks before the World Cup.
Yeah.
So we saw that we played quite differently from the game we played against between Panama and England. Even the personnel were different. The substitutions were different. That tells you every game is different for him. So we are yet to know what he makes of Croatia and what is identified in that Croatian team that we would have to play in a certain way to, first of all, stop them from scoring, and secondly, give us an opportunity to go in and score. Because in the game against England, the first half was to frustrate them and disrupt them. And then in the second half, people think we defended the entire 90 minutes. No. The first half, we deliberately sat in a very low block. It's one of the lowest blocks I've seen in my entire life, and it was so good. It was really good. England couldn't breathe. Harry Kane was suffocated. He was choking like that throughout the whole game. Bellingham was frustrated. Madueke doesn't have space. Madueke doesn't have space. He can't run. Anthony Gordon.
Some tied all of them.
80 million Anthony Gordon looked like an 8-pound Gordon. Nowhere to go. Bellingham, Declan Rice, Anderson. The players who got a lot of space were the centre backs. They do nothing.
Yeah.
So but the second half was different because we stepped up a little bit. And that is where we created some of our best chances. And it could have gone anywhere in another day. We could have had a pen. I'm holding a little bit for Prince Edu because when when there was the coming together between him and Pickford,
Yeah.
the 5 minutes or 3 minutes that followed, he limped. He was limping.
Yeah, that's how come he was taking.
And I thought it was going to be taken off right there. Then the ball from Fatai Sako comes in. He's faster than that. He's sharper than that. I'm thinking maybe because of the knock he had in that collision with Pickford. That is why we didn't see the full best of his pace on that attack. And it took, if you like, a bad touch. I thought he should have taken the touch a little outward to deny the defender any chance of coming through. But however I look at it, there was a foul in the end. And I think the second half, that was more of the strategy. So the first ball was around the corner from Semenyo to him, Pickford's collision. Then the second ball was around the corner again from Isako to him. Then the penalty incident that we should have had. Everywhere around the world, even the English are saying should have been a pen.
Yeah.
I've heard Gary Neville, Wrighty, Roy Keane, Wayne Rooney, Gallagher, all of them are saying.
Even the former referee.
Devon Gallagher is saying like it's a red card and it's a penalty. Was reckless from constantly got away with it. That could have been the difference. So going into the game against Croatia, I have a sense that because Croatia is not Panama and England would have dominated the ball a lot more. Panama would have brought in physicality. I think we could see a mix of what we did against Panama and what we did against England. But I actually think we need to be careful because Croatia can also be a better team on the ball than England. So Croatia's wingers won't take the risk English wingers will take. So the more risk a winger takes, the more they lose the ball. Because they'll cross the ball more, they will try to dribble more. But Croatia have got a bit more control on the ball. What they don't have is the clinical edge at the top. But if they get that goal as well, they can be difficult to break them because they also defend well at times. So yeah, I'm thinking the game plan won't be too different from what we saw against England. We'll be trying to sap up the life out of the game for Croatia for a long time. And we'll still be trusting that our forward players have got it in them to get on the break and cause distractions and score. Ultimately, I think that in tournament situations like this, if you don't concede, you are still always in the game. And football can happen. It can be a red card, it can be a pen, it can be that one glorious chance like we saw for Calibirinci at the end of the game against Panama. And then we can go in and nick it. So yeah, I don't think there will be any dramatic changes. I don't think we are going to all of a sudden be pinning Croatia in their own half. We are not a better squad than what Croatia has got. So if the thinking is because we got a draw against England, in the way we cooked the draw, automatically makes us a better team than Croatia, we will be lying to ourselves. Because in that England-Croatia game, that's to end my point. England got away with a lot of things, especially in the first half. And that is what made me impressed with Ghana. So England gets their first goal through a penalty, right?
Yeah.
Croatia equalized, so it's 1-1. And at that time they equalized, Croatia are on top. Croatia are playing better than England at the time they equalized. Soon after, England have got a corner kick, and they score from a corner kick. And that changes the dynamics of the game. 2-1. England had 9 corner kicks, about 5 different free kicks from very good crossing positions. None came close to being a goal as far as the game against Ghana was concerned. That is how well we defended. If England had scored from any of those corner kicks, the low block we created would have meant nothing. So you can defend the passage of play, but if you can't defend the set piece in the end, it doesn't mean anything. So Croatia were controlling the game when England scored to make it 2-1. Croatia got back to make it 2-2. And the second half, England the gap was different because England were on ascendancy. But imagine if the game went into England didn't get that goal from the corner kick when Croatia were very much on ascendancy. It could have been different. So yeah, Croatia I know mean team for us to joke about. They are not clinical, but they can control the game really well.
Interesting. And Mufti, I mean, it's some Thomas Partey dynamics in there, which has invited the conversation about let's be smart about it, because the situation is such that if we finish top of the group or we come third, we are likely to have our round of 32 game in the USA. If we come second, we'll play it in Canada. And what that means is that at this point, based on how Thomas Partey fared in that Blackstars setup against England, can we do without Thomas Partey? Are we in a place where, yeah, we can do without Thomas Partey? And some are referencing the game against Panama that, yes, I mean, we play without Thomas Partey, we won it. And so we can do without him, even if we get to play in Canada.
Well, I'm sure if you have a conversation with any of the players, they will tell you the focus is on the immediate assignment. Yeah, I can understand people saying that sometimes you need to create your own path in a major competition like the World Cup. You know what a win, a draw, or a defeat is likely, or the kind of path that you're likely to get, depending on the outcome of the game. But in tournament situations, the game is completely different. It is sometimes you don't have to be the best team to show up in a tournament and walk out being a champion. Quality is always the number one arsenal for any team at all to be able to succeed in a tournament. You look at the team you've got and you work based on the strength that you have got. He's spoken about what we saw against England. I'm not sure anyone gave Ghana a chance of getting a point against England. Many people, in fact, most of the bookmakers, even if you read from Opta, the England had about what? Is it almost 60% chance of beating Ghana in that game or so? But the Blackstars showed up and approached the game in a way and a manner that got the whole English setup frustrated. The team is lining up against Croatia, and I'm very convinced that whatever the coach wants to do in this game, his approach is going to be dependent on what kind of strength the boys have got and what are the weaknesses of Croatia that he can exploit in that game. That is the best way to always approach your opponent. You look at the weaknesses of your opponent, you take advantage of that, and you strike. If Ghana were to beat Croatia, depending on the next opponent and where the game is going to happen, is Thomas Partey absence going to be a factor? Critical. I listened to Gary Neville explain how Thomas Partey was positioned in that game. And he said it reminded him of the 2008 Champions League final. How semi-final. How the coach, the same Carlos Queiroz, set up the team. He said Thomas Partey was set up to play almost the same way as they did in that 2008 semi-final in the UEFA Champions League. That clearly tells us that the coaches know very well that Thomas Partey is an asset for this team. However, they are in a competition with about 26 players. Let's assume that Thomas Partey is injured. We are lined up against Spain. We are lined up against Uruguay. We are lined up against Germany. We are lined up against England. Thomas Partey is absent. Who then fills that void? That's why it is critical that we begin to build a certain mindset beyond certain players. We can go into a game. Antoine Semenyo is injured. You cannot do anything about it. You still have to play, right? In as much as you would always look at your team and go like, okay. In fact, I was having a conversation with Dr. Pambo, and he will tell you that some coaches will say, give me a 60% fit player A or player B or player C. I need him ahead of that player, which is very fair, because he knows that a 60 or 70% fit Mohamed Kudus will do much better than maybe 100% fit other player. However, the coach would work with the player. If Antoine cannot kick the ball, if Salisu cannot kick the ball, if Jigo cannot kick the ball, who would have thought that Ajete and Jerome Opoku would be Ghana's central pair? We were all crying about the fact that Jiku was injured, Salisu was injured. They've been able to find a new pair, and in fact, I was actually even looking at this boy from OG Nice, the guy who... In fact, I was looking at him as a potential starter. But guess what? Jonas Ajete slots in, despite some of the errors that he made in the friendly matches against Germany and Austria. He comes into the World Cup and he's looking completely different. So clearly, if Ghana were to come up against Spain or Uruguay or Germany and Thomas Partey is not available, we still expect that the coaches are able to set up in a way that they play to the strength of the available players. Is Thomas Partey's absence going to be a huge blow for the team? It is a huge blow. It's going to leave a very huge hole within the setup. However, as I mentioned, the coaches have a team. They should work within the team and use the strength of the current crop of players they've got, whether Partey is available or not.
Actually, you appear to hold a different view. I've heard you a number of times say, look, let's be smart about the game against Croatia.
Thomas Partey is one of one. There is nothing like replacing him. There's nothing like getting... He is the sort of player, if you don't have him, the entire plan goes out of the window. You rip it apart and you build something else that will work, because there is no one who will give you even half of what Thomas Partey gives you. That we have to accept it. That's the reality. And I'm not comfortable with the possibility of going to war without the man who, for all intents and purposes, is our best player. I don't think there is any team in the world that relishes the prospect of that, or that will consider that as a viable option if there is an alternative way of getting things done. So, if I had my way, we should either finish first or third.
And how do we finish first or third?
If we finish first, we face... Let me check. If we finish first, we face the third place team from Group D, F, or G. Now, those groups, Group D is the USA group. At the moment, the third place team is Paraguay. Group F is the Netherlands group. At the moment, the third place team is Sweden. Group G, the third place team, as we speak, is Belgium. But Belgium face New Zealand. They are likely to win that game. If there is a winner in the Egypt or Iran game, it means we are facing Egypt or Iran as the team that finished third in that group.
Egypt wants. If Egypt wins their game, they go on 5 points. No, they go on
Seven.
7 points.
That's why I'm saying if there is a
Which
winner
means they will
in
top
that
their group.
Yes. No, I'm saying
Okay,
they go
so-
on 7.
Yeah,
If Egypt win,
Yeah.
they go on 7.
Yeah.
If Belgium win, they go on 5.
yeah.
Iran are on 2.
Okay.
If Egypt win, it means Iran have lost. Then Iran is the team we meet.
No, Iran with 2 points will
You know,
make the third
the
best
2
place.
points,
team.
they
That's
won't
what I was
make
trying
the
to
third
say.
best.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But that is the dynamics for that side. So they will come from one of these 3 groups that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
If they fall among one of the best third places.
But before you continue, South Africa will feel you.
Almost feeling rough.
South Africa are mixing Canada. US are mixing Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Yeah.
Japan have done all they are doing. They are going,
And they are going to beat Brazil. Netherlands, Mexico.
Oh, Charlie.
South
So-
Africa, Canada, Sunday.
But to top the group,
Netherlands, Morocco, actually.
yes. But
Netherlands, Morocco.
Yeah, Netherlands, Morocco.
but to top the group, we have to beat Croatia and hope that Panama does not lose to England.
Enfa.
Sebe far. And I say, I'm far.
So you see where the issue is.
So to come first in the group,
We have to win
we have to beat
Croatia,
Croatia,
and then Panama need to get any results against England.
Panama. Need to win or draw against.
Yes,
Yeah.
any results.
Just don't lose.
Just don't lose any results.
Into first and there, you to mean defense.
Unless
This-
what he
You know,
described.
you know
yes.
it's a head-to-head base.
Yeah.
It's a head-to-head base. So if
because
Ghana,
we drew, if we win, we have automatically amassed more points than them.
Yeah.
And if we win and they
And
don't,
they
win,
don't.
win.
We've
Yeah. But
But-
it's also likely that
Charlie
England
Panama.
will draw or
Charlie
lose
Panama.
against Panama.
it's likely.
Panama.
It's unlikely.
That's what I'm
No,
saying, the Enfa, but say Enfa.
Nah, fuck.
quick, Panama will go with a low block, get 1 counter, they get a red card, go.
Man, son, too much.
Now the beauty of it is that
You want to mean
apart from the seemingly negotiable opponents that you are likely to get from that path, it will also mean playing in Kansas City in the US.
if you come first.
Partey is available. Yes. If you finish second, to finish second, the Blackstars must lose or draw. You get me?
Or draw.
Yes. The Blackstars must probably draw. Or even if we win, and England also win, we finish second, right? Or because I don't see us beating Croatia by 3 or 4. Yeah. And if that leaves us in second place, it means at the moment we're facing Portugal. Or the winner of
That
the
is if.
Colombia-Portugal game.
That is if. Yeah.
Yes.
nah.
So the winner of the Colombia-Portugal game, if that game ends in a draw, we are facing Portugal because they are second place. But a second place finish in our group means we face the second place
If that
team.
game ends in a draw, we are facing. But Portugal will be second.
Yes.
Okay.
Uh-huh. But that game will be played in Canada,
Yeah.
where Thomas Partey cannot go. Me, I don't want us to go to Canada.
You're not the only one. Oh.
I am not comfortable with the idea of this team playing after what we've seen in the England game. I don't think this team is ready to play without Thomas Partey, that midfield especially. We go there without Partey, it's a significantly weakened team.
Especially if we are playing Portugal in the round of 30.
Yes.
Especially if I play against Vitinha and then
Look,
João
even
Neves.
if it is Colombia, I don't want it. Whoever we are facing, I want us to go with a full strength squad.
Yeah.
What's the last game? What's the last round of game Canada will host? The quarters? I think all
Yeah,
the
it's the
semi-finals are in the
quarters.
USA.
Yes, the last game Canada will host is in the quarters.
Yeah, from the quarterfinals.
Yes.
I think that's the last game they host. okay.
Yes. Now, the third option or the third possibility is if we finish in third place. To finish in third place, we must lose.
But if we lose, we must hope
Yes.
that all the
No,
other
but-
third best
Or
place teams.
to finish in third place and qualify, we must lose but a slim margin. Because even with
1-0.
yes, even with
Some offside goal.
Yes.
Yes.
We don't need any negative goals.
no. I'm saying this because I've looked at the third place table as we speak. And there are not many teams there that will finish with more than. So 4 of them have already ended. 4 of the teams that have 4 points now have already ended their group phase. Sweden, Ecuador, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Paraguay, and
That's it.
yeah,
That's
that's
those
those 4.
Yeah.
Now, Paraguay have a goal deficit of -2. So if we draw already,
We are better.
we are better. Or if we lose by
If we lose
1
1-0,
goal margin,
1-0.
already we are better.
And the best Senegal can do is 3 points.
Yes.
Yeah.
So already we are better than Senegal.
Yes. There are a few teams who also have got a game remaining. So Croatia, who face us, Algeria, who play.
And hang on, Scotland are also done. Scotland have 3 points. They can do better.
No, they can do better.
South Korea have got 3 points. They can
They
do
also
better.
can do better.
And
then
there will be only 4 third place teams that will be out. So we already know we are better than Scotland. We are better than South Korea.
yeah.
And
Even
we
Algeria?
will be better than Senegal no matter what.
Yes,
matter
no matter
what.
what.
So we are left with only one more team that we can be better than in terms of the finishing the third place team
third place
to
team.
join the top 8 third place teams.
That can do better than us to join the top 8.
No,
Yeah,
we will have
I'm
to do
saying
better.
we need one.
have
We need
advantage
to
of
do
doing
better than
Scotland
one
and
more.
Co.
Only
One more team,
team.
yes.
One more team.
One
Because
more
we have
team.
done better than Senegal.
Yeah.
We have done better than Scotland. We have done better than South Korea.
South
Yes.
Korea.
So we need to do better than just one
Yes.
more
One
other
more
team.
team.
in third
Also,
place.
some of the teams on this table, could actually finish in second place in their groups.
Yep.
Cape Verde, if they win and Spain beat Uruguay, Cape
Yeah,
Verde
second.
take second place.
And Uruguay's third place will mean nothing.
Yes, will be meaningless. Belgium, who are third now, if they win their game, they finish second.
Yeah.
Because that Egypt and
Iraq.
Iran, Egypt
Iran.
and Iran game, there is no outcome that will
Senegal play
produce. There is no outcome that will produce 3 points for Egypt and 3 for Iran. One team has to win. If it's a draw, Egypt on 5, Iran on 3.
Yeah.
And then Iran are out. So that's aside. The teams that we are likely to meet if we finish in third place. The third place team in Group L will
L is our
face
group,
is our group. Will face the winner of Group K, which is Portugal or Colombia, but in the US, in Atlanta. I'll fancy our chances against these teams if it's a full strength team we're taking to face them. I'm not going to mince words because you see, when it comes to knockout tournaments, even the best teams want to avoid each other in the early rounds. You want to face them in the latter stages, maybe from the quarterfinal stage.
Where you no
from
longer
that
have
point,
control.
from that point, if you meet and they score you, you know you did your best and you went home. But from round of 32, see, Brazil are not happy about Japan because it's a very complicated game. Netherlands, Morocco is another complicated game.
Very tricky.
So nobody wants to be playing those
USA,
fixtures.
Bosnia, very fufu.
Nobody wants to be playing those. Ideally, it's
South Africa, Canada.
if you see the pathway the host nations have been handed and the games they are playing in the early rounds of the knockout, those are the games everyone wants. USA, Bosnia.
Charlie.
Who are Mexico facing? Canada and South Africa. Charlie, fully. So there are only 2 outcomes I want. The first one is not likely. It's not likely that we'll beat Croatia and then somehow Panama will beat England.
But c'est far. Charlie, that's it. C'est far. Oh, but if it's far, I won't be here with you guys.
Wow. You say?
So
You will not be here with us.
I say say five, you know be here with
If we top one, I'll go. When is the game? Saturday. Tomorrow.
Bring your hand.
If we top one, I'll go.
Bring your hand. Give us a flight ticket.
because so it's one of 2 outcomes that I will prefer. Finish first, play in Kansas, whoever it is, and the opponents for finishing first.
Are always kind.
Yeah,
Looking at third place.
they are quite kind. Second place, I don't want. Third place, we can manage Portugal or Colombia. We can manage if Partey is on the pitch. That one, you know, that's experienced group. Your best players are available. You go to war with them.
But realistically, at the moment, it looks like if you want to go by what you are saying, the most likely situation is we lose to Croatia, we come back and play in the USA, so you can have Partey.
Me, I'm against defeat,
No,
though.
you are saying you are saying you think we are going to lose.
No, I'm saying that
Based
the
on what you're
scenarios
saying.
you say,
Yeah.
no, because the first position is unlikely.
Yeah.
It's unlikely England will lose or
To
draw
Panama.
against Panama. All right. So
I don't have to say I don't mind if we lose. I'm just going to say I prefer we finish third and qualify.
No, but you see, between Portugal and Colombia, that game will happen in the USA.
Yes, for third place.
Yeah.
For third place.
Second place is where you are going to Toronto
Right.
without Partey.
For third place.
Yeah.
But between Portugal and Colombia, I would rather we play Portugal. Unless Roberto Di Matteo is changing a couple of things. Because when you see the way Ghana's, and that game might not necessarily even require Partey. Because when you see the way Ghana set up against England and the way Portugal don't take the risk of crossing the ball early and they're passing around, we could have 99% possession to 1 and Portugal will go nowhere. No, we saw it. We saw it again when they played against Congo. We saw it when they went up with the early goals against Uzbekistan. And Uzbekistan really wanted to push forward, so we saw the spaces beginning to emerge. Unless Portugal are changing something in the game against Colombia, that remains. If Portugal play against the big teams, I think it favors them more because those big teams are not sitting back.
Yeah.
And Portugal can be dangerous with those.
Yeah.
But when they're playing against teams that are sitting deep, because of how long they take to create chances or pass the ball to people who are free, opponents are always recovering. So at one point, Bruno Fernandes is free. The next second, once Vitinha takes an extra touch, the gap is closed. At another point, Pedro Neto is running. Once there's an extra touch, the defender has spotted him. Ronaldo makes a run. So I'd rather we play, unless Roberto Di Matteo changes things, I'd rather we play. But when you play Colombia, they are rapid, they are quick, they are fast.
And they get shots off very quickly.
And Colombia, they are also strong. They will bully. They are like Ghana, but different climates. So I'd rather we play Portugal than Colombia. That's not to say Colombia are a better team than Portugal. I'm just saying because of the style of play. So if Portugal plays a better team that will open up and play, Portugal will find joy. But with the way we played against England, if you can repeat that trick even against Portugal, then I'm confident because when teams get the ball off Portugal, the spaces for them to counter are bigger than what we saw against England. So we could even have some joy there. Because we saw it against the Congo. We saw it against Uzbekistan.
In fact, Bruno Fernandes was always frustrated.
Yes. Anytime they lost the ball,
Yeah.
the gap between the midfield and the defenders and how defenders were spread across the pitch was so nice for the opposing team. And with the Semenyodo, all the Semenyodo. Oh, Charlie, all the Prince Deuce and Fatai Saku's body and
The Fataldos.
players. With all those players, if we give Ghana that opportunity, we could hurt a team like Portugal if they play the way we've seen them play, unless they improve. But ultimately, I think Carlos Queiroz and the boys should be thinking about
Roberto
winning
Martinez-
because it carries a lot of momentum with you.
Roberto Martinez is that manager who is so, I don't know, I don't want to use the word stubborn, but he's so stubborn to his principles that he rarely changes anything.
He will stay.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm looking at. Like when you think Portugal, when you think obviously my man is there, at least one be there, you go feed, but aside is there, you go feed, you go save him some way. Yeah, we'll manage it. That one when the day gets there, we'll see.
So, but also, yeah,
Aside the conversation, Avi.
if we win that group, it will be the best Ghana has done at the World Cup at this level. Because our best ever performance was 6 points in 2006. To win the group, we would go to 7 points. And that would be incredible for a group that has England,
And Croatia.
the same squad that has, or more or less the same team that has, in the last 4 tournaments, made the
Final
European
twice.
Championships final twice,
The World Cup
World
semis.
Cup semi-final, World Cup quarter-final.
quarterfinal.
Croatia made
World
the
Cup semi-finalists.
World Cup
They
semi-final.
finished third the last edition.
And then
They
third.
finished second the previous one.
Look,
That's a statement.
that will be something special.
And I'm also thinking, if we finish top or we win against Croatia, you can never underestimate what any victory does to a squad's
It's
confidence.
team, yeah.
Then you never. They can even play your France, they can even play your Spain. That's not because you're better, but it will simply be a momentum that they are carrying that might be unstoppable.
Yeah.
So, but if you lose a game and the manner in which you lost, it can raise certain doubts that you
Yeah,
can't
it can-
correct before the next game.
be demoralizing.
So there's no way in my mind Carlos Queiroz will be, even though you look at the charts and be thinking, well, I think the 90 minutes of the Croatia game, his priority would be do your job, win. Let's do our job and see where the other ones take us. I think that would be the mentality. But as for the fans in Ghana, they'll look at the permutations and be thinking, I'd rather we play that, I'd rather we do that. But I think for the coach and the players, they'll be looking at getting more wind in their sail, and that will only come by beating a team like Croatia, holding a team like England, and of course getting the 7 points. Actually speaks of as your best World Cup group stage performance.
Yeah.
Before we even play tomorrow, our situation could become clearer. I think if the Spain-Uruguay games, and then I've forgotten there's one other game. If Spain wins, thank you, Cape Verde and Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
If Spain wins, a good result in any of those games. So we need Spain to win or draw against Uruguay, and then Cape Verde to win or draw against
Saudi Arabia.
And
That's that. Yeah.
and then we are
the
guaranteed
minimum third
will be
place.
third place for the Black Stars. If that happens before we play, you don't know how that affects the psyche of the team and what it is that they are looking for, because at that point qualification is guaranteed. Any other thing you get in the game against Croatia becomes a bonus. Yeah, but 7 points will be, look, Black Stars
7 points.
winning a group, that will be a big
No, me, I've always said that tournament games are completely different.
Yeah.
As I mentioned earlier, at times teams show up, they don't have the best of quality, but they go all the way out. You remember Euro 2006, Portugal?
Portugal. Yeah.
3 points. They went all the way to the final. They won it against France.
That was 21.
No, 2016. Euro 2016.
Euro 2016. Yeah,
Yes. Then there was
The Ronaldo-
Euro 204.
Yeah.
The Euro 204. Do you remember that?
Yeah. All the way- Aristides,
Yes, Greece. You see how they made it. Apart from Euro 208, where Spain was arguably the best team in the world, so you couldn't have placed a bet against them. But we've seen teams show up, not with the best quality, but they go all the way out to the final and they even end up being champions. Anything can happen in a tournament. See, as he said, one red card, one penalty, you score, you're able to close the lines, and it takes you all the way out. You create a certain pattern, a part of, you remember AFCON 2015?
Yeah.
You saw our part. Then we came up against Guinea. We came against host nation, Equatorial Guinea. Pop, and we were in the final. So it's a part you create for yourself. And in a tournament, you can pass in a very good
Yeah, and tournaments are like, it's not Cape Verde when they play. Like, I think if they play against the Spanish team that had Nico Williamson and Lamine Yamal fit, I don't think they got the result they got. But what? They popped up to the game, and those two players were not there.
Yeah.
Now, Spain were playing like the now Portugal, or Spain were playing like the Spain team we saw in the last World Cup. Very predictable, so slow, no width, no player taking risk with dribbling players, nobody shotting players, nobody dragging players to themselves. And it was easy for them to defend against. You could go into the game against Portugal and then Bruno Fernandes is suspended. Vitinha has a knock. Ronaldo is half fit. It's tournament. So you just keep winning as you go, right? You could draw this game, finish third, go and meet the team you think it's easier, and they are
they
playing
lose there.
they are playing their best game of the tournament that day, and you're asking yourself, what happened?
What happened?
Yeah.
Tournaments are very funny. So me, I really don't care whichever team we comes up against. We would want
No, but the ball we played here, we are Ghana. Forget everybody. Forget everybody.
Did you see how Siche was doing the analysis of Carlos Queiroz setup?
Yeah.
And that it was a very brilliant setup. Otosco.
Oh, I mean, Otto stick there. Otto, somewhere. Oh.
Anyway,
He told us we didn't have a right back. See the ball center here they play. You call this boy, you never play.
he played him though. He played him.
Where?
No, he
To
didn't.
the 5 minutes.
Well,
Yeah. He
Oh,
played
he gave him his debut. So that 5 minutes
Came
cameo.
off the
The Germany
No,
game.
but he played him.
and went to a press conference and said we don't have a right back. And he's not sure we'll get a right back before the World Cup.
that one.
Otto is working for FIFA now. So,
FIFA, we need to question them.
yeah, he's working for FIFA. But guys,
The PowerPoint presentation, you know.
if you're out there and you're looking for a job and you're not sure where to search, then Viamo is the app you need to. Viamo are the ones you need to get in touch with, because Viamo is keeping you connected anytime and anywhere. And all you need to do is to call 231 on MTN for free and select your preferred language to catch up on available job vacancies near you. So you pick your phone, 231 on MTN, you call, and then you choose your preferred language, and then you get to hear about all the job vacancies that are available near you. Okay, and in fact, now that's not all. You can also listen to real life advice from experts to improve your daily life, and all these are available on MTN short code 231. So Viamo Technologies, bringing you closer to the conversation. Then also, of course, we've been showing you the games on Joy Prime. We've been doing that like we're going to do today. But a lot of you have raised concerns about the fact that you're not getting the games on, especially what do you call it, multi-TV. All right, now what's important is this. We want to let you know that in line with FIFA's international broadcasting regulations, satellite signals carrying World Cup matches will be encrypted, and this is a requirement placed on all right holders to ensure that the broadcast signals remain within the licensed territory and comply with FIFA's distribution and content protection obligations. Okay, so to all our viewers, want to show you that This measure will not prevent you from enjoying the FIFA World Cup games on Joy Prime. Our coverage will remain available on the DTT, digital terrestrial television, on DSTV, on GoTV, on HD Plus, and on TV Plus. Okay, so kindly contact your installer for assistance to ensure you do not miss a second of the world's biggest football fiesta. Okay, and of course, Joy Prime remains committed to bringing you every moment of excitement, including all Blackstar matches, expert analysis, and match highlights, and comprehensive tournament coverage. So we look forward to sharing the passion, drama, and unforgettable moments of the FIFA World Cup with you. And we say go hard, Ghana Black Stars, and Joy Prime. We give you the very ultimate experience. And also, we've also been doing the Joy Agribusiness, what do you call experience this month. We've been doing this, and if you've been listening to Joy 99.7 FM, also been monitoring Joy News, would have seen that, because Ghana currently spends more than 8 billion Ghana cedis annually importing food that can be produced locally, and that is a very serious situation. That's why this June, the Joy Brands, in partnership with the Federation of Associations of Ghana Exporters, has been bringing you the Agribusiness Month 2026 under the theme From Soil to Sovereignty, Building Ghana's Agricultural Self-Reliance Through Innovation. So join us on the Super Morning Show on Joy News and Joy Prime and across all Joy business platforms for the month-long national conversation on Ghana's food security and agribusiness future. And we've been doing that extensively. And we're pretty much in the last week of this conversation. So we're going to be highlighting opportunities across key horticulture value chains. And in fact, for the final week, we are looking at consumer power and Ghana's roadmap to food sovereignty by 2030. All right. And the Joy Agribusiness Month is proudly sponsored by Agromonti Company Limited and the Ghana Commodity Exchange. So they are supporting us massively on that. And while that also, let me tell you about Janem Saloon and Spa. Janem, Jane M Saloon and Spa. Jane N Saloon and Spa. Janem Saloon and Spa. Okay, so it's Janem Saloon and Spa. It is an award-winning and trusted brand situated in a serene and exquisitely designed environment in Jolu. It is a one-stop shop for complete grooming and wellness for both males and females. And it's the Janem Show Dart Some Love, specially curated spa treats to celebrate our dart. And the offer is running from June all the way to July. And our services include hair and barbering salons. We've got therapeutic massages and facial rejuvenation treatment. We've got jacuzzi soaks. We've got sauna. We've got scrubs. We've got waxing. We've got spa manicure. We've got pedicures. We've got the Janem gift cards and curated spa packages for birthdays, bridal showers, and so many more. All right. So you can find us at Jolu near the boat office, and you can also find us on Google Maps. And we open Tuesdays to Saturdays, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. And on Sundays, we open from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. You can call us on 0549 733 405 and or 0540 115134. And you can find us on Instagram at Janem Saloon Spa, and on Facebook also Janem Saloons and Spa. And for more details, you can visit our website at www.janemsaloonspa.com. Janem Saloon and Spa for your ultimate radiance. And of course, TNCs do apply while at that. We're going to be reading some of your messages very shortly, but if you are single, confident, and ready to find your new connection, then Joy Prime is bringing you the Make Me Stay show. Make Me Stay is an exciting new dating show where first impression matters and a beautiful connection can begin in just 60 seconds. So this is your chance to meet someone special, share your personality, and possibly begin a love story on national television. So, big question is, can you convince someone to stay after just 1 minute. If you're single, bold, expressive, and believe you have what it takes to make someone who want to know you better, then we want to hear from you. To apply, send the following details via WhatsApp to 055 1575. So 0551 575757. All right, 0551 575757. Just send us your full name, your age, your profession, and a recent picture of yourself. And selected applicants will get the opportunity to be part of the Joy Prime's newest dating experience. Don't miss your chance to meet that special person on Make Me Stay, where 60 seconds cold change everything. Joy Prime, your ultimate experience. And there's also the Joe Metal Praise Reloaded 2026 that is coming up, and Joe Metal Ministries is delighted to announce the return of its flagship annual gospel concert, Praise Reloaded, set to be bigger, more impactful, and spiritually enriching than ever before. The 2026 edition is themed The River, and it promises a deeply transformative experience, bringing together a powerful lineup of anointed gospel ministers, including Eugene Zuta, Daughters of Glorious Jesus, Sunmisola Agbebi, and Prosper Ochimana, Bethel Revival Choir, and many more. An event is scheduled for Sunday, June 28th at the Accra Sports Stadium. Admission is free. However, attendees are required to register in advance at joemetalmusic.com to secure seating. So it's happening at the Accra Sports Stadium on Sunday, June 28, 2026. Gates will open at 1 p.m. and the event will start at 3 p.m. So patrons are encouraged to arrive early to secure good seating and prepare for an unforgettable atmosphere of prayer, praise, and worship. And for further information and update, please visit joemetalmusic.com or follow Joe Metal Ministries on social media platforms. This spirit-filled encounter promises to be a truly memorable and life transformative experience. And the sponsors include EcoBank, Fresh Drops, Sunny Gold, Africa World Airlines, Promacidor, Silicon House Production, Palms by Eagle, Tang Palace, Green Line, and DDP. And of course, media partners include Joy FM, Joy Prime, Hits FM, Joy Digital, Joy Entertainment. So join us on Sunday, June 28, 3 p.m. at the Craft Sports Stadium, and spread the word. Make sure you invite your family, your friends, and be part of what promises to be the most powerful edition of Praise Reloaded yet. And it's powered by Reverb Studios. Well, at the moment, Morocco are through to the next stage. Likewise, Cote d'Ivoire, they are through. Tunisia is out of the tournament. Cape Verde have also got an opportunity to make it through. South Africa is also through. They've really done well for themselves. And, I think Senegal is also looking to go through. They've got a really difficult game, but we'll see how they'll fare in that game. Congo, they drew their first game against Portugal. They lost their second game, and so they've got a final one against Uzbekistan. And if they win that, they could stand a chance of making it through with 4 points. All right. So in terms of the African teams, Egypt also at the moment they are through. They've got 4 points, and it's enough for them to go through. Cape Verde, at the moment they've got 2 points. A win against Saudi Arabia will give them 5 points, so they will go through also. So, guys, it's interesting. So I'm just doing the count, and it looks like we might have about 6 African teams in the round of 32.
Yep.
This is by some distance Africa's best performance at the World Cup.
Yeah.
As far as the group stage is concerned. Initially, I said 5 will qualify. Now we're looking at 7. 2 with a remote chance of qualification, right? So, Ghana, almost certain. Cote d'Ivoire confirmed. Egypt, almost certain. Morocco confirmed, right? Then you've got
Cape Verde. I've got a huge chance.
Got a huge
against
chance.
Saudi Arabia.
Yes. Then you've got Algeria.
DR Congo have also got a very good chance.
There's DR
Uzbekistan
Congo as well.
Right? They play Uzbekistan.
They'll play
Yeah,
Uzbekistan,
they play
for sure. Uzbekistan. Those are even Senegal, except that Senegal is a long shot. They need to win by 4-0.
Yeah, it's a long shot.
Even then, and still hope that the list that I gave you,
Some of them fluffy.
some of those countries, in fact, there are about 4 of them who would have to drop down before Senegal gets a chance. So, as for the first 4 places, they are already locked. Even if they don't finish in the top 4 of that 3rd place table, they will still finish in the top 4. That is
top
Sweden.
8.
Yeah, in the top 8. Sweden, Ecuador, Bosnia, Paraguay. As for them, but Senegal have got 3 points, and I said no points at all. So if they win, they can only go as high as 3 points, and then there is a goal deficit of 3 that they need to worry about because of the teams in this table. Only Scotland have got goal deficits that is similar to Senegal's, -3. Algeria is -2. South Korea is -1. Croatia is -1.
Who are Algeria playing? Argentina played. What did Argentina play in the second game?
Austria. Algeria are playing Austria.
That's a tough one.
But Algeria
Austria
have got 3
Austria
points.
too needs something.
Yes, Algeria have got 3 points. If they get a draw, they are through.
Yeah.
Austria also have got 3 points.
If they get a draw, they are good.
Yes. So Austria could finish in 2nd place with 4 points. I think because they have a better goal difference than
Austria got 3. We won 3-1 against.
so it's neutral.
Yeah.
They have no goals conceded if you do the maths. So the only team Senegal can do better than at the end of this is Cape Verde if Cape Verde doesn't beat Saudi Arabia. Belgium if Belgium doesn't win their final game. Or DR Congo if they don't beat Uzbekistan. So as for Senegal,
Their chances are slim.
it's near impossible. Too many things have to come together for Senegal to stand a chance of qualifying, and I really don't see them beating Iraq by 5 goals or more. I think the best they can do is a 4-0 win. Even that, what's the guarantee that the disease they've been suffering, the mistakes they've been making, errors, unforced errors that have led directly to goals, what's the guarantee that we're not going to see one of those?
Fundamentally, we are likely to see Senegal exit at the
I
group
think
stage.
so.
Well,
Yeah, I think
that's,
Senegal exits.
I don't think. Did we see this coming at the start of the tournament? Senegal.
I didn't mention it. I thought, and that was also because of the official lists. I thought they were never going to
schedule.
Schedule. I didn't think they were going to beat France. And I thought the tricky one was Norway. And I looked at Norway and I thought, Norway can beat Senegal. And Senegal can beat them as well. But if they don't beat, obviously I didn't think they will beat France. So if you don't beat France, and the Norway game is not cast in stone for you, then you arrive in the last game with 0 points. And so I always thought Senegal's group was incredibly tricky for them when people thought maybe, because Norway were dark horses in this competition.
Yeah.
Norway can be very dangerous. And the fact that Erling Haaland started the tournament the way he started it, there was only one way that game was going to go.
Look, I thought they could actually get results against Norway. So sometimes things can go out of hand and you can lose the game, but it's the manner of the defeats and the manner of the goals they have
It shouldn't
conceded.
be 3. It shouldn't be considering 3 goals against Norway.
Also, 2 of them being unforced
Yeah, it
errors
shouldn't
that you have made. That for me is the biggest disappointment. That it's like they put themselves in this situation because if they lose 1-0 to Norway, that's a different conversation. Right? If they lose 1-0 to France, 1-0 or 2-1 to France,
But that France game was never a 3.
it was
3-1
never a
result
3-1
for me.
result.
Mbappe
Especially
was
that-
brilliant and everything, but in the first half they did quite well. Second half they could have managed the game a lot
You
better.
see- you see,
when France
Sito-
made the changes, they didn't respond.
In the first half, the pace of that game was very slow. I realized that like neither of them were going for it. The second half, Senegal just had to collapse.
No, the second half
It became a basketball.
Deschamps made it a critical change, not substitution, change to the team. In that first half, he had too many players floating. So Doué, Dembele, Olise were all floating. Some of them, at times, Dembele and Olise will find themselves in the same space. They will come very deep. Doué will come very deep to collect the ball. But in the second half, what he did was to restrict Doué to the left wing, hug the line and hold it. So hugging the line, holding it means that Diatta is stretched all of a sudden.
Yeah.
But when they were coming short, it kept the back line narrow and compact. So they couldn't find the angles, they couldn't find the spaces. And of course, Theo Hernandez and Koundé's overlapping runs were not great. So in the second half, when he stuck Doué to the wing, that hugged the left wing, and then he left the middle of the park job for Dembele to start with, and Olise hugged the other wing. But Dembele and Olise had the license to rotate between themselves.
they kept switching.
Doué had no job than to stick to the wing. Don't go anywhere, you be there. Olise and Dembele, you have the freedom. Find Mbappe. And we saw it. It was so simple. So once they stretched that back line, and then Diouf had to think about Olise and at times Dembele, the midfield then didn't react to how straight the back line was.
And the space behind them.
They should have stepped back a little bit. Because the first half, they were narrow and France were always in the middle. So you could case them in the middle. It was narrow. The spaces were not big to defend. But in the second half, France made the pitch bigger. The spaces became bigger. And Senegal just didn't respond to that one small tactical change that Deschamps did. And I was surprised because I could see it on TV. How did they not see it on the pitch? And right from there. And once that change was made, we saw the chances that France started creating, even before the goal happened.
Just a single pass, we just cut the whole team
The
wide.
space
open.
was-
Mendy had to make 2 saves.
Crucial saves.
Yeah.
Before the goal.
Yes,
That's why he
before the
opened
goal.
his body
And
huge.
Mbappe even had a very good ball from Olise, just couldn't control. And all of that, what happened in the second half, the spaces were just there. They didn't deal with it.
Yeah, well, so beyond Senegal, though, yeah, I think the only other team, probably the worst African side in the competition so far, Tunisia. And
In fact,
like
someone
But they've
wrote-
been improving in every game. 5-1, 4-0, 5-1, 4-0, 3-1.
but I don't think they
In fact,
they
I
asked
share-
Herrera now to come and
I share
check on it. They didn't come-
a WhatsApp group with the Tunisian FA president. And someone came and tagged him on that group and said, how not to lead an association.
You do what?
Oh. No, that is
No,
not-
what did you just say?
What I say?
That guy is big boy.
What are you talking about? But this one thing.
How-
This-
how-
WhatsApp group too.
Well, you mean you have the Tunisia FA boss's number?
Oh, but on that WhatsApp group, there are many African FA presidents. who are
Exactly
on
what I
it.
was going to say. That if the Tunisian FA boss is on that group, it not be joke group.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, it be big boy, so you don't go there any group way.
Yeah.
You know, me I go fit enter some group, I go see some people I go come out. But if you enter group where see Muftawa say this is the place to be, it means you be big boy.
Yeah.
Hey, what a guy.
Big boy.
This is the place to be.
I've
big
given
boy.
up. What I'm saying is that someone tagged him and say how not to lead an association.
Crazy. But beyond the African size, we're going to be wrapping up very shortly. Our time is always up. Beyond the African size, Germany, of course, they've played 3 games so far. We've seen how
Germany are
Argentina-
lucky. Because Cote d'Ivoire should have beaten them and they lost to Ecuador.
yeah.
They are very lucky.
But at the moment, now we're pretty much wrapping up the group stage. Have you gotten a sense of the teams that have shown that, yeah, Charlie, they are
Oh, the
serious?
teams we knew, no.
Yeah.
Oh, when they started the tournament, they said France. It is true. They said Spain. It is true.
Argentina.
They said Argentina. It is true.
Yeah.
England. It is still true. Even though Ghana showed them Shakara, but it is still true. Yeah, it's the same people. It's the same people we mentioned. Nobody will surprise anybody.
Did you see the Ellen Haaland interview? He said, "Oh, France may beat us and even go all the way out to win the final."
No, it's the same people. The same people. But yeah, but the what do you say? A team like Brazil, who have come into this tournament, as always, Brazil are always a team to look out for, but not with huge expectations. But people should keep an eye on it. I think Ancelotti messed it in the first half of the first game. Second half was a lot better, and they've carried on from there. And he's using Vinicius Junior like he was using him before the Mbappe transfer. So Vinicius Junior is not your out and out winger anymore. He's playing diagonally starts from the ring and ends up in the box, and he's delivering the goals. I mean, it was almost at the bet with Carlo that he hasn't scored with it. He scored with his head. So he saw his celebration when he scored with the head. Because Carlo said he had a gift for him and blah, 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 and all of that. So I think that Brazil will be another team to watch. They are pressing better. Like right now, the flair is not Brazil can't pay. So there is that. So I think we cannot lose sight of a team like Brazil, Argentina, France, Spain, and to a large extent,
We are Ghana.
Portugal keep on doing it. Yeah, maybe Portugal, but ultimately
And
you
maybe
can't
Ghana.
forget
Maybe
Benjamin
Ghana.
Asari and co. Yeah,
Yeah. New brand ambassador, innit?
yeah.
Yeah.
Sicho has been
cash
mounting
out
huge
season for
defense
him.
online for Asare.
It's not defense. It's not defense.
Someone go tag him about commentary he did in 2021, 5 years ago.
Yeah. It's not defense. It is not defense. It is truth. You see, when Benjamin Asari got the call up into the Blackstars, nobody even knew he would keep the post. We actually thought he was going to adapt to the numbers.
Yeah.
At that time, people said that it was a local player quota. Nobody gave him the respect that he had earned it. Nobody gave him the respect that he was good at hearts of folk. Then he got the call up. When he got there, the day of the match, rumors started coming out that Charlie, the guy
He was going to start.
The guy they going to start. And like, oh, Mufi, Muftamo, Mupakasa, Mufi. 1 hour to kick off, lineup coming in my side, they start. And from that point, he has improved and has become a part of the team. The players love him and respect him because they see how he works. They see how he bonds. And on match days, they've seen his performances. Still, people were saying he shouldn't go to the World Cup. And I'm saying, I don't care whether he's going to start at the World Cup or not. But he will be there. He goes to the World Cup. He's not number one. And this is credit to Ziggy. Because Ziggy lost his place to Asari. And Ziggy didn't sulk. He didn't come to camp complaining. He still kept his head down and worked hard. The coaches saw him going to the World Cup and said, Ziggy will be our man. Unfortunately, Ziggy gets injured. And who is there? Asari, who is ready. Asari comes in the game against Panama in the second half and he gets a clean sheet. Asari, you're starting against England. You're starting against Hurricane. The whole World Cup, everybody said that, hey, if Hurricane meets Asari, he will be tested. If Bellingham meets Asari, that's why we know that Asari is not good. Asari meets Hurricane. When Hurricane races there and sees Asari, he's shaking, he can't shoot the ball.
It is kind
There's
of
no
ball.
power in his shot. Hurricane got 2 chances. The first one, he was hesitating, dragging the ball. His shots were blocked. The second one, free space and time. Hurricane drags the ball to his left. If it's against Neuer, he scores. If it's against Courtois, he scores. He sees Asari and he's shaking. He kicks the ball into and Asari is just standing there watching him and he grabs the ball. Asari says, Hurricane, ball is off the bar. I'm waiting for you. Hurricane says, over the bar. Bellingham, he can't shoot. Gordon, straight down the middle. Saka, try and kill. Saka says to Asari, the middle and go way back. We are all the same skin. He's my black brother. So he shoots the ball on Asari. Tata, saves the ball.
Asari what?
Tata. So what I'm saying is, I hate it when after people said Asari wasn't good enough for the level of the World Cup. He goes to the World Cup and keeps a clean sheet. And you're telling me he did nothing. My point is, if he wasn't at that level and he goes there to make even the weakest of saves, for a player who wasn't at that level, he shouldn't be making those saves. He shouldn't be as comfortable as he was. He shouldn't be coming through crowds to come and parry balls.
He was very
relaxed. He shouldn't be commanding his backline as he did. So for me, I'm not defending Asari. I just hate people who were disrespectful to him. And those people, they are ashamed. And so they've mounted a defense for themselves, saying that some of us have personal issues. Who has a personal issue with you? Nobody has a personal issue with
Hey,
Asari.
but that ball Asari came to punch,
If you don't have a personal issue with Asari, you wouldn't have been saying the things we were saying. Asari is at the World Cup. You are home watching on TV. You are angry. Asari will be imposed against Croatia. That is if the coach is number one, who's at Ziggy, is not fit. If Ziggy is fit, the coach says Ziggy will catch.
You support him.
What's up? Credit to Ziggy. We've seen players who have lost their position
and never come back.
They've been sulking. Their attitude in camp is bad. Ziggy is cheering on Asari. Asari is cheering on Ziggy. But you are sitting at home, whether in England or Dubai or wherever, sitting at home in Accra or Kumasi, and you are angry that Asari is Ghana's number one at the World Cup, so you want Ghana to lose, so that you say that we told you so. You won't tell anybody anything. Hurricane saw Asari, he was shaking. Hurricane, Bellingham told Hurricane, Charlie Ball, between ball shots, no general ball. Oh, you didn't see that part? Oh, Bellingham got some ball. He also shoot the ball. He was saying, Hurricane ball, no. Asari, between ball shots, general ball. Hurricane said, Charlie, look at me, so Hurricane, Asari.
Well, on that note, guys, thank you very much. We'll be back later to bring you commentary of the game involving Charlie. Give me a Senegal versus Iraq. We'll bring that. Anyway, thank you very much to the guys for coming through. We hey, Asari.